This is a brief instructional video going over in more detail the concept of the sociological imagination. Now, C. Wright Mills defines the sociological imagination loosely as the ability to be able to make the connection between what's going on in society and what is going on with the individual. And the premise is, therefore, that what happens in society and what transpires in your environment, your social environment around you, definitely shapes your own social, not only social identity, but the trajectory, if you will, of your life. Basically, the direction your life is going to go, where you find yourself, etc., etc. All right, so this video is going to focus primarily on four different concepts. These concepts are troubles, issues, biography, and history. Now, before we delve into those four concepts, let's go over basically why C. Wright Mills says most people do not have the sociological imagination. Well, C. Wright Mills says most people don't have the sociological imagination because times are constantly changing. Now, contrary to popular belief, he wasn't as cynical as to blame people for not having the sociological imagination. He says that this is a natural result, if you will, of how society transpires. All right. So times are constantly changing. For instance, something may be in fashion today, and then tomorrow it'll be out of fashion. All right. Or your cell phones. Right. You'll spend a lot of money getting your cell phone, and you think that you have the hottest cell phone out, but then 2 or 3 months later, a better cell phone comes out or something like that. Right. So this is basically what C. Wright Mills says happens not only in fashion, not only in technology, but also in society as a whole. All right, our society is shaped by wars. Our society is shaped by economic um, realities, right? Our society is, shaped by things like drug and alcohol abuse, so on and so forth. And these things, even though we may not see or feel a direct connection to these things, they actually do affect us. And public policies constantly change regarding these different things. And those things absolutely affect us as well. Okay, so that being said, since things are constantly changing on like at a rapid pace, people are not able to identify where they actually fit into these changes or where they actually fit into society as a whole, basically. Okay, so once again, if you think that you have the hottest cell phone out, then you might not be hip to what's going on in society, because society has a hotter cell phone out than the one that you actually have. All right. That being said, let's make the distinguishment between what goes on in society and what goes on with the individual. All right, so C. Wright Mills says that troubles are things that apply to the individual, okay? While issues are basically troubles, but on a large scale, all right? Things that don't apply exactly to the individual, but to society as a whole, okay? So, on the surface, all right, a person who wakes up and they are experiencing extreme depression, all right, that may seem on the surface, once again, as a trouble, all right, but uh, massive levels or massive numbers of depression diagnoses in America, that would be something like an issue. That's a statistical issue, right? It's something that affects all of issues, all of the society. Okay, so we can, safely say that troubles are basically problems that arise for the individual, while issues are problems that arise for society. All right. With that being said, we are who you are today, who I am today, is just a collection of my past experiences, all right? And this is what C. Wright Mills calls biography, okay? But just like the individual has a biography, society also has a biography, which he calls history, okay? So, again, loosely defining both terms, biography would be past and present happenings for the individual, while history would be past and present happenings for society. All right, so that's C. Wright Mills, and not necessarily in a nutshell, but those particular concepts. Hopefully, this video adds a little bit more to your knowledge and understanding about this very, very, very important concept in sociology. All right, see you guys later.